All right, recording now. Hey everyone, so my two students tonight went to go grab their props. We are going to use two big fluffy pillows stacked one on top of the other. A strap is a good option to have today too. We're going to be practicing big toe pose, but it's not essential. So if you don't have it, don't freak out. And then I like using blocks with all of my practices. So if you want blocks, definitely have those close. I've also been offering up Clorox tubes, make really good makeshift blocks, or stacked books or a couple thick stacked books, but definitely not essential, just helps make stuff a little bit more accessible. I'm Emily Peterson. This is one of my classes for my 300 certification, my Vinyasa practice. So 60-minute power yoga. Your peak pose today is going to be big toe pose. So we'll be working on balancing on one foot. If you're like, oh, having a chair close by is good, and or something close by to maybe put your hand on if you feel like you need extra balance. Otherwise, let's get started in our practice today. So I have offered up a supported child's pose. So if that is speaking to you, let me just do something here real quick. See if I can't get this all figured out. If that is speaking to you, take those two big fluffy pillows, and at the back of your mat, bring your big toes to touch, your knees as wide as the edge of the mat, or as wide as the edges of the mat or what feels comfortable. And then take those two big stacked pillows, pull them right between your open thighs, and then start to walk your hands down your pillow to rest your belly on your stacked pillows. And you release your forehead into the mat. And then your arms can come down along your sides, maybe pressing your forearms down, or just reaching your fingertips up towards the front of the mat. Good job. Settle in here and just start to relax. Once you've arrived to your beginning posture, just start to relax and just become aware of your inhales and your exhales. Don't make yourself focus on anything other than that. Keep it really easy. Allow your mind to come to being aware of your inhales and your exhales. Bring your awareness to the weight of your body as it rests on the mat below you. Bring your awareness to that breath and just see what you can feel about it. Can you hear it? Is it shallow? Is it deep? What is the natural state of your breath right now? If you're coming to find any holding or any tensing of your muscles, make any adjustments that allow you to fully relax and feel gravity bring your body down to the mat. Today in your practice, if at any time I cue something that is not feeling right in your body, please don't take it. If at any time I cue something that makes you want to take a different pose, please take that. Listen to your bodies. Take breaks when you need them. If you need a sip of water, please do so. Always know that this resting posture, child's pose, with or without the pillows underneath you, is a great place to come if you're feeling a little overwhelmed or if you just want a little break. From your awareness of your body weight on the floor beneath you, start to bring your awareness to any sounds that you can hear. Start to listen for the furthest away sound that you could possibly hear. Now start to focus on those sounds closest to you, maybe directly around you in the room that you're practicing in. Keep that breath going. And now bring your awareness back to your breath. Just the inhales and the way they expand in your belly and through your low back. And your exhales as your belly draws towards the back of your spine. Couple moments here and rest. Starting to get ready to move. Just bring your palms closer to the top of your shoulders. Stay in child's pose, but just bring those palms just a little bit closer to your shoulders. Maybe bring your chin to the pillows underneath you, rather than one cheek or the other. Once you're feeling ready, gently press yourself up slightly. Remove the stack of pillows, set them to the side, somewhere that'll still be easily accessible later on. And then come to walk yourself up to lay your belly directly on the mat in crocodile pose. So the tops of your feet, your shins, your knees, your thighs, your hips, belly, chest, press into the mat, stacking your palm one on top of the other. Rest your forehead on the mat below you. So from child's pose, just extending out, connecting our forehead to our stacked palms, feeling the space in the back of your neck. Think about pulling the crown of your head up towards the top edge of your mat or towards the front of your practice space. And now tuck your hips down towards your heels. So the seat, tuck your hip bones or the points on your glutes down towards your hips. Feeling a nice long spine here. Take a big breath in, feel your belly fill up. Big open mouth exhale, let it all go. Good, one more just like that. Inhale through your nose, fill up your belly, feel the expansion across your low back. Big open mouth exhale. For practice today, I offer up a breathing technique called Ujjayi Pranayama. And that is simply sealing your lips and inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Option to add on to that breath. Inhale through your nose. As you exhale, constrict the muscles at the back of your throat as if you're fogging up the glass on a mirror. Creating that texture and sound as you move through practice today. It'll keep your body warm and your mind focused. If at any time you feel too warm, an open mouth exhale will be perfect to get rid of that extra heat. So a couple breaths just like that. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose with that texture. You want it so loud that if you were practicing next to someone, they could almost hear it. Getting ready to move. Lift your forehead up. Bring your palms underneath your shoulders. Release your chin to the mat. On your next inhale, using your back muscles, bring your shoulder blades together. Lifting your chest off the mat for a little baby cobra. Gaze is directly below you. As you exhale, release your chest and chin back down to the mat. Inhale, lift up. Using those back muscles, press your hips into the mat. Cobra. Exhale, release your chin to the mat. Couple more rounds just like that. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, releasing your chin to the mat. Option to keep your eyes open or keep your gaze heavy. Taking your time, breathing, and taking the whole movement. So the whole breath, your whole inhale to roll up to that cobra, really pulling your shoulder blades together, even dragging your shoulders down by your hips. And as you exhale, taking that whole entire exhale to slowly release your spine all the way up to your chin to the mat. Wherever you are, final breath and final roll through here with this cobra. Inhale up to the top. Exhale, release your chin to the mat. Palms underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up. Bring yourself to tabletop. palms underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Nice neutral spine. Your gaze is going to be right between your hands, or maybe just a little bit in front of your fingertips. As if there's a fire underneath your belly, lift your belly up and away, pressing through your shoulders, not exactly doming or pressing all the way through your back, but just activating that space between your shoulders. Take a big inhale here at neutral spine. As you exhale, really press and dome that back, press through your hands, gaze to your thighs for cat pose. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, chest pulls through to the front of your mat for cow pose. Good. Exhale, cat pose, connecting again that breath to your movement. Inhale, cow. As if you're on a skateboard, your palms are going to be pulling towards your knees, making sure not to dump all that pressure in that low back. Still make sure to pull space between those vertebrae. One more round of cat-cow wherever you are. Come back to that neutral spine. Good. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Step your right foot back and just start to bounce on those toes, ball mount of your foot, stretching out the calf muscle, your Achilles tendon. Just a little gentle bend in that right knee, just to make sure we're not locking it out. Coming to find stillness now. Inhale your left bicep up towards your left ear. Once you're feeling stable, come to lift your right heel up towards the ceiling. Swimmer's pose, left arm is extended, right leg is extended, pressing through that heel. Again, draw that belly up as if there's a fire underneath you. Drop your right hip in line with your left. Little micro bend in that right elbow. Press into your left thumb and your left pointer finger, alleviating that pain from the heel of your hand. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring your elbow to tap your knee underneath you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Really pull that thigh up into your belly. Inhale, lengthen. Good. Exhale, final tap. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, place your left palm underneath your gaze, underneath your nose. Swivel your left foot out to the side. Inhale, reach your right arm up, supported side plank. Your left knee is underneath you. Your right leg is reaching to the bottom of the mat. Right arm reaching up. Focus on your neck real quick. Make sure that it's not hanging or dragging. Think of it being a nice extension out of your spine. Reaching up, looking up, side plank. As you exhale, reach your right arm over to the front of your mat, front of your practice space. Feeling a side body stretch. Couple breaths right here. Gazing up at the ceiling. One final inhale and reach. Stay for your exhale. Good. Inhale, right fingertips back up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, come to place it back next to your left hand. Your right foot is going to come up parallel to your left knee. So right now, my toes are pointing out to the right side. They're off of the mat. My right foot is off of the mat. My left knee is underneath my left hip. I'm going to line my right knee in line with my my right heel in line with my left knee. Bring my fingertips out a few inches in front of me. Pull my chest through. So right now your right knee is at a 90-degree bend. As you exhale, send your hips back to your left heel. You're going to feel nice engagement, a nice stretch in that right hip. If it feels within your mobility, you can extend that right leg, but please be careful, flexing your foot, micro bend in that right knee. Inhale, bring your shoulders back over your wrists, pull your chest through as if in cow pose. Exhale, send your hips back towards your left heel. Your top of your left foot can be on the mat, or you can tuck your toes underneath you. Get a little stretch in the sole of the foot. Take a big breath here, staying in place. Stay for your exhale. Good. Inhale, bring your shoulders back over your wrists. Come back to that neutral tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, a round of cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, pull your chest through. Exhale, press the mat away. Gaze goes to your thighs, cat pose. Good. Inhale, come back to that neutral spine. This time, stepping your left foot back. Some gentle bounces just to stretch out the back of that left leg, back of that Achilles tendon. Focusing on your hands real quick. Bring your fingers wide on the mat. Press into your thumb and your pointer finger. If you focus on that press, you're going to feel the weight come out of the heel of your hand and evenly distribute on your palms. All right, coming to find stillness, left leg is extended behind us. Inhale, right bicep in line with right ear. Bring that heel up towards the ceiling. Right arm is extended, reaching through your fingertips. Right heel, right leg is extended, reaching through your heel. Drop your left hip in line with your right. Belly comes up as if there's a fire underneath you. I like to think about also closing the distance between the top of my hips and the bottom of my ribs. So kind of bringing those two together, pressing through my shoulders. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee, give it a tap. Good. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee, tap underneath you. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. Good. Inhale, reach. As you exhale, drop your right hand underneath your face. Send your right leg or right foot out to the side. Inhale those left fingertips up towards the ceiling. Supported side plank. Your right knee is underneath you. Left leg is long. Left arm reaching up. Right arm underneath you, planted. Take a big inhale, reach and lengthen. Keep that neck nice and straight. Good. As you exhale, reach your left arm to the top of your mat towards the front of your practice space. Really pressing up and lifting up through that left hip. Inhale and look up. Stay for that exhale. Feel that nice side body stretch. Inhale, reach those left fingertips back up towards the ceiling. So side plank. As you exhale, drop your left hand back in line with your right. This time, bend your left knee 90 degrees. Bring your heel in line with your right knee. Walk your fingertips up towards the upper hand corners of your mat. I like to come up on my fingertips. Take a nice breath. Pull your chest through. Exhale, send your hips back. Hips towards your right heel. Inhale, draw your chest back up. Pull your chest through as if in cow pose. Exhale, send your hips back towards that right heel. Pressing your chest towards the mat below you. Take one breath here. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, bring your shoulders back over your wrists. Exhale, come to that neutral tabletop. Good. Send your hips to one side, your knees to the other. Come onto your seat, sending your legs long out in front of you, staff pose. Bring your fingertips right by your hips. Lift yourself up and then bring your hips a little bit behind you. Now to sit a little taller, a nice exaggerated bend in those knees, and then just start to bounce out the backs of your knees. Very gently on the backs, very gently onto your mat, as if you're bouncing two basketballs underneath your knees. Just a nice gentle tap out. Bring your left foot in towards your glute, bending your left knee up towards the ceiling. So just hugging that knee in. I like to just try to put it in a nice firm place. Nice tall straight back. This might actually feel like just enough. Staying right here, feeling engagement, pulling your belly to the back of your mat, really finding a lift, bringing the top of your crown up towards the ceiling. This can be enough. If you're looking for a little bit more, reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, bend forward over your right leg. Again, micro bend in that right knee, flexing your toes towards your face, towards you. Even thinking about pulling that pinky toe more towards you. Exhale, release. Let the crown of your head hang towards your knee. Really think about bringing that left knee in and pressing it into your left shoulder. Take one breath wherever you are here in what I know to be like a sage pose. Good. One more breath. Exhale, maybe release just a little bit closer to your leg. On the inhale, walk your hands back up your right leg. Exhale, send your left leg long. Again, tap out the backs of your legs. Bring your awareness to your hips. See what feels a little different between the two. Come to find some stillness. Bring that right leg Plant your right heel as close as you can to your right glute. Again, hugging that knee into your chest, sitting nice and tall. Crown of your head reaches towards the ceiling, space in the back of your neck. If this feels like enough, flexing your left toes towards your face, micro bend in that left knee, stay here. If you're looking for more, reach those arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release, reaching towards your left foot. If you can grab the outside edges of your left foot, or maybe you just grab your ankle or your calf. Finding somewhere to hold on, bringing that right knee in towards your right shoulder. Inhale, find some length in your spine. And then as you exhale, release, dropping the crown of your head towards your left knee. Listening to your body, knowing what feels right, and when to push to the edge and back off a little bit. One more inhale here. Exhale, release just a little closer to your leg. Good. Inhale, coming up. Tapping out the backs of those legs. Come to find a nice crisscross seat, an easy seat, whatever feels best to you. Inhale those arms up towards the ceiling, reaching your palms facing one another, fingertips reaching up, thumbs out behind you. As you exhale, twist to the right side of your mat. Your left hand finds your right knee. Your right hand finds the mat behind you, maybe on your fingertips, finding a nice long spine. Take an inhale here. Exhale, peek over your right shoulder if it feels good in your neck. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Look up to see that palm. As you exhale, bring your right hand to your left knee, a little mini cat. So push through your shoulders, dome your back. And as you inhale, come up. Your arms are now crisscrossed. Reach opposite hand, opposite shoulder. You can give yourself a little hug here. If you're looking for some more intensity, press the backs of your hands together, or go for a double wrap to bring your palm towards your palm. Your right arm is over your left. Now, if we've done the eagle double wrap, bring your elbows up, press your forearms away from you. Take a nice breath. Feel the stretch between your shoulders. Stay for the exhale. Settle in. Good. Unravel those arms. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, twist to the left. Right arm, right hand comes to meet left knee. Left fingertips place and prop up behind you. Take a big inhale, find a tall spine. As you exhale, peek over your left shoulder any amount. Inhale, reach that left arm up, look up towards your left palm. Exhale, left palm finds right knee, a little mini cat, press through your back. Inhale, bring your elbows up, arms up. Your left arm is over your right. Option to reach for opposite shoulders, or press the backs of your hands together, or go for the double wrap, bringing your palm to palm. If you're an eagle, bring those elbows up, press your forearms away from you, and then bring your shoulders back. So pinch your shoulder blades together onto your spine. Take a big inhale. Stay for your exhale. Good. Inhale, reach up. And then as you exhale, release your fingertips down. Come back to balance on your seat. Bring your knees together in front of you. Soles of your feet can be on the mat. You're just going to find a little mini boat pose. So your toes can be on the mat, but just come to find a little bit of like balance here on your sit bones. Take a big inhale, find a little bit more lift with those toes. As you exhale, cross your ankles, reach over your knees, roll over your knees, plant your hands. Find a tabletop for just a moment. Walk your palms a few inches out in front of your shoulders. Fingers are wide. Tuck your toes. Take an inhale, lift your knees and hover an inch off the mat. As you exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. First one of class, down dog, shape of an inverted V. Pedal out those heels. Bend one knee, send the opposite heel towards the mat. Your feet are about hip width distance apart. Once you come to find some stillness, you have a generous bend in your knees. Your hips reach up towards the ceiling and back towards the wall behind you. Nice long spine. Shoulders are away from your ears. The neck crown is reaching. Peeking up at your hands are about shoulder width distance apart. Again, fingers wide, elbows have a micro bend. As you press into your palms, you press your shoulders back towards your thighs. Take a breath here in downward facing dog. All right, let's get some work started. Inhale, reach your right heel up towards the ceiling, three-legged down dog. Pressing evenly into both hands, drop your right hip in line with your left. Take a big breath here. As you exhale, draw your right knee to your right elbow. Give it a tap. On the inhale, bring your right knee up into your right armpit. And then exhale, set your right foot to the outside of your right knee, or right hand. Drop your left knee to the earth, lizard pose. So I like dropping my left knee to the earth, the top of my left foot to the earth. This is where a couple blocks or a stack of books might come in handy to place under your palms so that you can lift your chest up a little bit higher. If that doesn't feel right, you can again come back to the palms of your hands. If it's within your practice, you can even come down to your forearms. Whatever feels good, take a breath here in lizard pose. Keep your right foot on the mat. Keep your right knee squeezed into your right shoulder. On your next inhale, pull your chest through again as in cow. And then as you exhale, flex your right foot, send your hips back towards your heel. I like to tuck my left toes. Again, find a little stretch. You can bring those blocks back in to have your palms elevated. But just focusing on that right leg, micro bend in the knee, toes are flexing towards the shin. Half split, draw your right hip back, press your left hip forward. Take a breath here. Big exhale. Good. One more inhale here, half split. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, bring yourself back up towards your hands. Heel toe your foot to the center of your mat. Tuck your back left toes. And on your inhale, bring your left knee up, extending through both legs, long pyramid pose. So your back left heel is popped up off of the mat. Your right foot is completely grounded down. Press your right hip back, pull your left hip forward. Take an inhale, come up onto your fingertips or bring your hands to your shins to get a nice lift. Your chest is parallel to the mat below you. And then exhale, release your belly towards your thigh, chest towards your shin, crown of your head falls toward the mat. Your gaze is at your knee. Long pyramid pose. Your legs are your feet are in two separate lanes and they're not walking on a tightrope. If you need to, heel toe your right foot out just a little bit. Walk your fingertips a few inches in front of your right foot. On the inhale, come to stand on your right foot. Your left leg is lifted parallel to the mat. A one-legged halfway lift. Your chest comes through. And as you exhale, replace your left foot next to your right. Bend both knees. Crown of your head hangs heavy, forward fold. Good. Take a breath here. Really releasing your crown. Maybe even peeking through your legs or gazing at your knees. As you inhale, slowly come to roll to stand. Once you reach the top, exhale, release your shoulders down your spine, mountain pose. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Gaze up at your palms. Bring your palms together. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Press your thumbs into your chest. For just a moment here, set an intention for your class. Maybe there's something you have been meditating on or manifesting. If that's something you want to dedicate your practice to, please do. I pulled a spiritual as fuck card today or the other day that said, the universe is your sugar daddy. And that's my mantra. The universe is my sugar daddy. I already have everything I need right here with me to do everything that I want with. So whatever your mantra is today, bring that to the forefront of your mind. Take a big inhale through your nose, fill up your belly. Big open mouth exhale, let it all out. Good. Bringing those hands to the small of your back, make little fists as if you're giving yourself a little thumbs up into your back. Press your fists into your low back. Your thumbs are up towards your shoulder blades. Take a big inhale, lift your chest, press your hips down towards your heels. And as you exhale, little baby back bend. So using your hands and your back to give you a little support, squeeze your glutes, lift your chest up to the ceiling. Take a breath here in this back bend. Stay for your exhale. Good. Inhale, come up slowly, shoulders back over hips. Hands still at your hips. As you exhale, run your hands down your legs, fold forward. Good. Take an inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins. Your chest is parallel with the mat below you. Exhale, plant your hands, step both feet back, high plank. Shoulders over wrists on the ball mounts of your feet, pressing through your heels. Take a big inhale here. As you exhale, stay. Inhale, push through your toes. Exhale, release your belly all the way to the floor. Inhale for a nice cobra, maybe pressing into your palms a little bit. Your hips are still into the mat. Exhale, tuck your toes, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. That was a little chaturanga. If that is not your jam, you definitely don't have to do them for class. And if you like to do them a different way, please feel free to. All right, left side. Inhale, left heel high. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Inhale, reach your left heel high. Press evenly into both palms. As you exhale, left knee, left elbow. Give it a tap. Inhale, bring your left knee up into your armpit. As you exhale, place your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Release your right knee, right top of the foot into the mat, runner's lunge. Option again to bring a block or blocks underneath your palms. Bring the mat up to meet you. Or bringing those palms or forearms to the mat. Again, keeping the left foot planted on the mat, left knee in towards your left shoulder. Inhale, come up to your fingertips. And as you exhale, send your hips back towards your heels. Your right heel, flex your left toes, half splits. Again, micro bend in that left knee. Keep everything really easy, really gentle. Pull your left hip back, press your right hip forward. One more breath here. As you exhale, sink your hips back towards your right heel. Inhale, come back up, shoulders over wrists. Heel toe your foot to the center mat between both your hands. Tuck your right toes. Inhale, bring your right knee up, long pyramid pose. Again, feet are in two separate lanes. Your right heel is popped off the mat behind you. Little micro bend in both knees. Come up to your fingertips, flat back, or bring your fingertips to your shins. And then as you exhale, lay your belly towards your thigh, chest falls towards your knee and shin, crown of your head hangs towards the mat. Left hip back, press your right hip forward. Take a breath here. Exhale, stay. Inhale. Come to bring your fingertips a few inches in front of your feet. Come to stand on your left foot. Right leg is parallel to the mat below you, pressing through your heel. Little halfway lift. And then as you exhale, bend both knees, bring your right foot next to your left. Crown of your head hangs, gaze is at your knees, forward fold. On your inhale, slowly roll to stand. Exhale, release your shoulders down and away from your ears, mountain pose. Inhale, reach your arms up, look up. As you exhale, fold forward, swan dive into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins, parallel with the mat below you. Exhale, release your palms to the mat, step back, high plank. Second option for chaturanga. Inhale, press through your toes, shift your shoulders forward. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly or halfway. Inhale, lift up through up dog, lifting, pressing through your palms, lifting your hips and thighs and shins off the mat. Exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Take a breath here. Take a breath out. Inhale your right heel high again, three-legged down dog. Bend your right knee, allow your right heel to fall towards your glutes. Open and stack your right hips. Open that dog up. Inhale, bring your right heel back up towards the ceiling, square your hips back down. As you exhale, bring your right knee, right elbow, give it a tap. Inhale, lift that knee up into your armpit. Exhale, place your foot between your hands. Good. Inhale, come again to that little halfway lift. Your left leg is lifted up off of the mat, standing on your right. As you exhale, release your left foot next to your right, fold forward. Good. On your inhale, drop your hips, come up onto your fingertips, and then inhale, reach your arms up, chair pose. So hips are dropped down. Instead of really sticking that booty out and accentuating that curve in your low back, try to bring your hips or your glutes to point down towards your heels just a little bit to help neutralize out. We don't want to fully tuck under and really get rid of, we just want to bring it back to that natural curl there. So your biceps can be up by your ears, or you can bring your hands down to heart center. Now start playing with putting all the weight into your right leg. Bring your left heel up off of the mat. Good. Settle down in your exhale. On your inhale, come to stand up. Left knee reaches up in line with your left hip. And if this balance isn't going to go for you today, you can come to your left big toe, or you can bring a block underneath you to help aid this lift. But really think about lifting from your core rather than just your hip flexor. So if you were to engage your core, you could lift your knee up just a little bit. Arms are reaching up. Whoa. Find a big lift. As you exhale, start to reach your left foot back, bend your right knee, big long step to the back of your mat. Whoa, coming into this high lunge. Your right knee is bended, placed over your ankle, maybe tracking out towards your pinky edge. Let left leg reach back behind you, bouncing on the ball mount of your foot, bringing your heel up over that. Bend in that left knee to help neutralize out that low back, and you can re-straighten that left arm. Good, so we're reaching up, dropping your right arm down to the back of your left thigh. Left arm reaches up, right arm reaches down, exalted warrior. Think about drawing your right hip back, press your left hip forward. Really engage that core, lift up, look up. As you exhale, drop your back left heel to the mat. Right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back, warrior two. Think about bringing those shoulders back over your hips. Take a breath here. You have everything you need right here in this moment, right here in this body. If you need to back off of that 90-degree bend in that front knee, do it. Listen to your body. If you want to push that edge, really think about bending that right knee, really grounding down in both feet. Take a big inhale. Take a big exhale. Good. As you inhale, you're going to reach your arms up, push through your heel, flex your toes towards you. Start to open up to the left side of your mat. Your left toes are going to go out towards the bottom left-hand corner of your mat. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, come to a one-legged squat. So bending into that left knee, whatever amount. You can bring your fingertips to your mat. You can bring a block underneath your seat. Wherever you want to be right there. Again, like I said, you can come up onto your fingertips, just finding whatever depth in this left leg. Sometimes I bring my fingers back towards the inside of my right thigh to help balance out and bring my chest up. Whatever enables you to bring that chest up. Make the adjustments, take a breath. Stay for your exhale. Bring your fingertips out in front of you. Inhale, press through your left leg, coming through a wide-legged forward fold. Bring your toes in, press your heels out. You're on your fingertips, flat back. Your chest is parallel to the mat below you. As you exhale, release your chest towards the mat. Crown of your head hangs. Wide-legged forward fold. Little micro bends in those knees. Maybe you just stay with shoulders over palms. Wherever you are, take a breath. Take an exhale. If your crown of your head is hanging towards the mat, come to bring your palms underneath your shoulders for a little halfway lift. Come take a nice inhale. As you exhale, walk your hands up towards your right foot, bend that right knee, standing here in a low lunge. Plant your hands, step your right foot back, Option for chaturanga or meet us in downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, press through your toes. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale for up dog or cobra. Exhale, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Hell yes. Take a breath here. Take an open mouth exhale. You got this. Take a big breath and a big exhale. Inhale your left heel up high, three-legged down dog. Bend your knee, allow your left heel to fall towards your left butt cheek. Stack your left hip on top of your right. Open those hips, take a breath. Good, stay for your exhale. Inhale, three-legged down dog, left heel extends towards the ceiling. As you exhale, left knee to left elbow, give it a tap. Inhale, drag that knee up into your armpit. Exhale, set your left foot between your hands. Little low lunge. Bring your fingertips out in front of your left foot. Inhale, come to stand on that left leg. Right leg extends behind you, parallel to the mat. Little halfway lift. Exhale, right foot next to left, bend in your knees. Release into your forward fold. Crown of your head is heavy. Bend in your knees. Take a big inhale here. Come up onto your fingertips. And as you exhale, set your hips down. Inhale, bring your biceps up by your ears, chair pose. You're back here. Again, knowing you have everything you need in your body to do this practice perfectly to the best of your ability. Take a breath here. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Press your thumbs into your chest. Lift that chest up a little bit. Drop your hips down. Put all the weight into that left foot. Inhale your right heel up high. Ooh, take a breath. You know where we're going. Stay for your exhale. On your inhale, slowly come to stand. Bringing your right knee in line with your right hip. Flex your right foot. Here you are, standing and balancing. A teeny tiny micro bend on that left knee. Press into your left big toe. Look right out in front of you. Find something that's not moving in front of you and focus on it. Help you hold that balance. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Prepare. As you exhale, bend that left knee, big step back. Right leg comes back behind you, high lunge. Up on that ball mount of that toe, stack your right heel over that ball mount. Left knee is towards a 90-degree bend or whatever feels good in your body. Biceps up by your ears, squeezing into that glute, pulling out that low back, nice and straight. Reach up, release your left arm down to the back of your right thigh. Right arm reaches up, exalted warrior. Think about pulling your right hip back. Nope, pull your left hip back, press your right hip forward. Take a breath. As you exhale, drop your back heel to the earth. Left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back, warrior two. Look down at your feet really quick. Warrior two, your front heel is going to intersect the back arch of your back foot. So if you need to move around to get to that alignment, take a moment. Shoulders back over your hips. Hell yes. Really quick, lift up your toes so you're not gripping into the mat. Spread them nice and wide. Release them down. Really think about making a nice big wide space for yourself to stand on. Come back to that breath. Be aware of this inhale. Be aware of this exhale. Come back into this room. You're here for just a couple more moments. Take a big breath in this powerful warrior two. Take a big breath out. Good. Inhale, reach up, straighten that front leg, press into your heel, flex your toes off of the mat. Turn to the right side of your mat, right toes turn out a little bit. As you exhale, coming into that side lunge, bending into that right knee. Again, taking your fingers out to the mat, finding some support there. Maybe you have a block close by or that pile of pillows you could probably sit on. But just come to find an appropriate depth where you can get that chest up a little bit. Wherever you are, take a big breath here, stay here, be here. Exhale, stay just a little deeper. Good. Fingertips to the mat. Inhale, press and extend through both legs. Come to this halfway lift in a wide-legged forward fold. Bring your toes into the center. Press your heels out. Inhale, exhale, release. Crown of your head hangs towards the floor. If you want to get upside down, this is a perfect time for a little headstand or forearm stand. If you're like, nah, girl, this is good enough for getting upside down. Perfect. Stay here. You got this. Maybe bring the weight into your toes a little bit, into your heels. Micro bend in those knees. If your feet are up in the air, take a moment to mindfully come back down, or come back down whenever you fucking feel like it. If you're in a wide-legged forward fold, bring your palms underneath your shoulders to a little halfway lift. Take a big inhale in. And as you exhale, walk your hands to frame your front left foot. Take a moment here in low lunge. Step your left foot back, high plank. Option for chaturanga or medicine down dog. Inhale, press through your toes, shift forward. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale for up dog or cobra. Exhale, send those hips back, downward facing dog. All right, guys, we're going to run through this one movement, one breath with a peak pose in there. So you got this. I believe in both of you. Powerful fucking ladies. Let's take a breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, lift your right heel high, three-legged down dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, right knee into your armpit. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, lift up that left leg, halfway lift, one-legged halfway lift. Exhale, return your foot down, fold forward. Inhale, exhale, chair pose. Take a breath here. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, come to stand, one-legged upward salute. Take a breath. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, step that left leg back, high lunge. Take an inhale, reach. Right arm releases to your left thigh. Warrior pose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open to warrior two. Right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, reach up, extend that right leg. Exhale, come into that side lunge into your left knee. Inhale, fingertips to the mat, halfway lift, this wide-legged forward fold. Both legs are straight. Exhale, release, crown of your head to the mat. Inhale, come back up onto your fingertips. Exhale, walk your hands to the front of the mat, frame your right foot. Step your right foot back, chaturanga or medicine down dog. Take a breath here, inhale, fill up. Big open mouth exhale. Left side, inhale, left heel high, three-legged down dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, left knee to left armpit. Exhale, plant your left foot. Inhale, one-legged halfway lift, right leg is lifted. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale up to your fingertips. Exhale, set your hips down, chair pose. Take a breath here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, come to stand, right knee in line with right hip. Take a breath at the top. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, long step back, right leg back, left leg forward, high lunge, take a reach. Exhale, left arm reaches for the back of right thigh, exalted warrior, inhale, reach. Exhale, open, warrior two, left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale, reach up, press through your left heel. Exhale, come to one-legged squat into your right knee. Good. Inhale, extend both legs, fingertips underneath your shoulders. Exhale, halfway lift, release your crown of your head in this wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, come back to your fingertips. Exhale, walk your hands to you, frame your front left foot. Plant your hands, step back, chaturanga or medicine down dog. Inhale forward, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale, send your hips up and back, Downward facing dog. Hell yes. One more round, both sides, and then we'll come and melt down on the mat. Take a breath here to prepare. Big open mouth exhale, let it go. Inhale, right heel high, three-legged down dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, give it a tap. Inhale, drag your right knee into your armpit. Exhale, place your right foot between your hands. Inhale, one-legged halfway lift, left leg extends. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale onto your fingertips, little halfway lift. Exhale, drop your hips. Chair pose, take a breath here, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Good. Inhale, come to stand. Bring your left knee in line with your left hip. Stay here. Option to go for big toe pose. Left hand comes to your knee, right hand comes to your hip. If this feels good enough, stay right here. If you want to take your pointer finger and middle finger and reach it around your big left toe, bring that in. And then extend, kick your heel out in front of you. This is where a strap could also be put around the ball mount of your foot. So we're holding onto our knee or big toe, extending out in front of us. Now slowly open that leg out to the left side of your body. Right hand can stay on your hip or come out to the side. You can do this. You can do hard things. Press into your big right toe as it stands underneath you, finding that balance. If you fall out, you come right back in. That's the glory of this. This is just a practice. Now from wide out to the side, bring it right back into center. Ooh, hand can come back to hip. Extra challenge here. Right hand grabs to the outside pinky edge of your left foot. Bring your left hand to your hip. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Left arm reaches to the back of your mat. Option to bring that gaze over your left shoulder. You got it. Couple more breaths. Good. Release the grip of your knee or grip of your foot. Holy shit. One more breath. Exhale, come to step back. Come into that high lunge, right knee forward. Reaching up, looking up. Good. Drop that right arm to the back of your left thigh. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach your arms up, push through that heel. Exhale, come to one-legged squat, bending into your left knee. Good, walk your fingertips to the middle of the mat. Inhale for a wide-legged halfway lift. Exhale, release crown of your head to the mat, wide-legged forward fold. Good, inhale, come back up to your fingertips. Exhale, walk your fingers to frame your right foot. Step back, high plank, meet us in chaturanga, or do a chaturanga or meet us in downward facing dog. Listen to your body, know what feels good. This is your last side. You can do it. Take one big breath in. Open mouth, exhale out. You got what you need to do what you need to do. Inhale, left heel high, three-legged down dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, give it a tap. Inhale, draw your left knee up into your armpit. Exhale, place your left foot on the mat. Inhale, one-legged halfway lift. Reach through your right heel. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up onto your fingertips, a little halfway lift. Exhale, drop your seat. Lift your arms up, chair pose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw your hands to heart center. Press your palms together, thumbs into your chest. Inhale, come up. Draw that right knee in line with your right hip. You know where we're going. Right hand comes to your right knee, left hand comes to your hip. Option to bring your pointer finger and your middle finger. Wrap it around your right toe. Extend through, big toe pose. Maybe you're grabbing onto a chair. Maybe you're just holding onto that knee. Find that non-moving point in front of you and focus on it. Start to open the right leg out to the right side. Maybe you counterbalance by sending the left arm out. You got it. Bring that, right foot back to center. Bonus teaser. Left hand reaches, holy moly, for the outside of your right foot. Gain that strength in your standing leg. Press into your big toe. Right hand to your hip. Right arm reaches to the mat behind you. Revolve big toe pose. Take a breath here. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach up, right knee is in line with right hip. Exhale, long step back. Woo! High lunge. Left knee is forward, right heel is back. Take a breath and reach up. Exhale, release your left hand to the back of your right thigh. Reach your right arm up, exalted warrior. Exhale, warrior two, arms out to a T. Inhale, reach up, extend that left leg, flex your toes. Exhale, come to sit back, one-legged squat. Good. Inhale, come to a wide-legged halfway lift, toes in, heels out. Exhale, release the crown of your head to the mat, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, back up onto your fingertips, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, walk your hands to the front of the mat. Plant your palms, step back. Your last chaturanga of class. Take it or leave it. Meet us in down dog. Hips up and back. Hell yes. Drop your knees to the mat. Send your hips to one side, your legs to the other. Make sure your stack of pillows is close. Anything you want for your final Shavasana, make sure that is close. Once you're ready, place the soles of your feet onto the mat. Really press down into those 2 points underneath your glutes, those 2 sit bones. And then as you exhale, slowly round and lower your tailbone down. This is your only ab workout, only, quote unquote, only ab workout I ask of you. Slowly but surely lower every vertebrae. Resist the gravity all the way until you're laying your shoulders and the back of your neck on the mat behind you. Bring your knees into your chest. Lift your chest up. Give yourself a squeeze. And then as you exhale, release both feet to the mat. Heels are close towards your glutes. Extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. Press through your heel, toes flex towards your face. Bend your right knee. Bring your right ankle over the top of your knee or the bottom of your upper thigh. Lift your shoulders off the mat. Bring your arms to bring your fingers to interlace behind your thigh for a supine pigeon. So your fingers can come behind your thigh, or you can bend your knee and interlace them in front of your heel. Both feet are flexed. And as you exhale and release your shoulders back to the mat, you pull your legs close towards you. Readjusting, finding what feels good. If the fingers on top of the shin is too much, just go back behind the thigh. You can also press your right elbow into your right thigh. Really start to open up that right hip. If it feels safe, option to start to close down your eyes or heavy your lids. Bringing your awareness back to your breath. Option here to let go of the Ujjayi Pranayama if you've chosen to practice with that. Just allow your inhales and your exhales to be natural. Keep your awareness here still within the 4 corners of your mat. Inhale and come to prepare. The only thing that is going to change as you exhale, you allow your legs to fall towards the left side of the mat. So your right foot is now coming to meet the earth on the left side of your mat. The left side of your left leg comes to rest on the mat. You are twisting, still pressing your shoulders into the mat. If your right shoulder starts to lift, just come a little bit out of that twist. Maybe bring something underneath your legs. But you're just taking that full pigeon, releasing your hold on the back of that left thigh and letting your legs fall to the left side of the mat. Your arms can come out to a T if you have the space, or you can even goalpost them, palms up towards the ceiling. If it feels right, you can look over your right shoulder, incorporate this twist into your neck. Take a couple big belly breaths in. Feel the twist, feel the compression. On your next inhale, bring your knees back into your chest. Both knees into your chest. Take your leg off of one another. Just give yourself a squeeze. And then as you exhale, release the soles of your feet back to the mat. Knees are bent. Kick the left heel up towards the ceiling, extending the left leg long, toes flexed towards your face. Bend your left knee, put your left ankle over the top of your right knee. Inhale, lift your shoulders off of the mat. Bring your hands to interlace either behind your thigh or in front of your shin. And instead of interlacing your fingers with your dominant side, go with the opposite, your non-dominant thumb on top. Wherever you are, release those shoulders back, press the skull into the mat. Option to press that left elbow into your left thigh, opening up that hip. Wherever you are, lift your head up and lift the crown of your head up towards the top of edge of your mat or top where your head is, and then release it down on the mat. Nice length in the back of the neck. Coming back into this body. Taking a moment just to appreciate what we did, how hard you worked, and knowing that everything you did, you already had everything you needed inside of you. Maybe a few props, maybe a little guidance, but you did it. Take a big breath in to prepare. Release your interlaced fingers. As you exhale, drop your legs to the right side of the mat this time. Left sole of the foot presses into the mat. Right side of the right leg rests on the mat beside you. Shoulders press evenly underneath you. Arms can come out to a T again or goalpost. Option to gaze over that left shoulder, incorporating this twist into your neck. Knowing and taking that concept of having everything you already need, knowing that it applies to yoga and knowing that applies to every damn thing you want to do in your life. Take another big inhale, feel the compression, feel the twist. Stay for your exhale. On the inhale, slowly bring your knees back to center, uncross your legs. Lift your chest up to meet your knees. Give yourself another big squeeze. And as you exhale, reach for the inside arches of your feet, or maybe even the outside arches. Release your shoulders back down and pull down into your feet and kick up into your hands for happy baby. Mostly you just really want to press that low back into the mat below you. Really think about a nice long spine, length from the crown of your head to the tailbone as it presses in. If the outside and inside arches of your legs aren't within reach, you can press your elbows into the backs of your knees and place your hands to the outside edges of your ankles. Option to find stillness here. I like to rock side to side and just start to massage out that ropey muscle along your spine. I like to extend and kick into one heel, straightening one leg, and then rocking to the opposite side and doing it there. Whatever feels good, stillness or movement, please take it. Couple breaths. Really feel that low back press down the stillness. Release the grip of your feet. Again, bring your knees into your chest. If you have a yoga block close by or something solid, coming into supported bridge pose. So knees are bent up towards the ceiling, heels are close to your glutes. Before you do anything, press that low back into the mat. Really pull your belly in, press that low back into the mat. And then inhale, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Glute bridge. Just a nice gentle hold here. If you have a block, you can set it on one of its more medium settings, right on that flat place on your sacrum. Release down, still pulling those knees into center. If you don't have a block, but you still want a little bit of a prop, you can come to bring your elbows underneath your hips and press your palms into your low back. And just like a block, kind of has a little bit of weightlessness here. Wherever you are, still try to bring your knees in towards your center line, but just don't overdo anything. And whatever variation here of supported bridge, take a breath. Option to bring your knees over your hips and extend your legs up long for legs up the wall. Or if you're in a finished room, unlike this finished basement of mine, you can go send your legs up the wall. If you have nothing, no blocks, no nothing, no wall, you can come to bring 2 balled up fists underneath your hips. Find that flat place again and send your legs up long. Wherever you are, just send your legs up long, up a wall into the sky. Flex your toes and just find a little bit of weightlessness. Take a big breath. If you can throw your arms up overhead, making more room for your lungs to expand. When you're ready, slowly bend one leg and then the other, releasing down, those feet down to the mat. Coming into your final Shavasana, guys, press yourself up gently. Bring those 2 pillows. You can either come back to that supported child's pose, or you can do supported Shavasana, which would just be putting these underneath the backs of your knees, and maybe something underneath your head. Or bound angle is my offering for your final Shavasana, stacking your 2 pillows right behind you at the back of your mat. Come to sit at the very edge of your bolster or your pile of pillows. And very slowly start to allow yourself to fall backwards, feeling supported by those pillows. If you want, you can even let your legs just go out long down the mat, let your toes fall to the outside edges. If you're looking for something just a little bit more restorative, reclined bound angle, bring the soles of your feet in towards one another, let your knees fall out heavy. If you have blocks, you can wedge them underneath your thighs to give your legs some support. If you're feeling too much stress or dumping into your low back, just press your feet away from you towards the top edge of your mat. So find your final Shavasana, bound reclined angle like I'm in right now, just supported Shavasana with pillows under your upper back or underneath your knees, or maybe you're finding another restorative child's pose. Wherever you are, please take your time getting there. Maybe bringing a blanket with you, some socks, something to just make you feel ultra relaxed, ultra comfortable. If it's feeling safe, close down your eyes and just arrive to where you were at the beginning of practice, bringing your awareness back to your breath and just back to you laying here on the ground. So relax down. This is the most important part of yoga class. It's literally just laying here. So release all the muscles, make yourself extremely comfortable. And again, if you're feeling safe, close your eyes. And start to draw yourself back to the awareness of your breath. Just become aware of your inhales and your exhales, not changing anything about it, not judging it, not putting attachment to it, knowing that it's enough and it's perfect. And bring your awareness to the weight of your body as it is supported by your props, the ground underneath you. Allow your mind to go quiet. Become aware of the sounds around you. Start with the one that's furthest away. And then bring your awareness to the noises directly in your room. And once again, circling back to the awareness of your inhales and your exhales. Allowing yourself here in Shavasana to be selfish, taking up room, taking up time. This is when your body starts to rebound from your physical work and starts to do its repairs. And the only thing you have to do here is relax. Keep your breath rolling, and I'll let you know when it's time to bring your awareness back to the present moment. Yogis, you are welcome to stay here in your final Shavasana as I close out the rest of class. Just tune me out and keep breathing and stay comfortable. If you are a yogi who is ready to move on with their day, just start to wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. Maybe rocking your head from side to side, dropping your chin to one shoulder and the other. Eyes can stay closed, your gaze can stay heavy. If you have some props underneath you, just gently roll to one side or the other. Left side, right side, whatever serves you or feels the best. Just come find a fetal position. Bring your knees up into your chest. Your bicep becomes a pillow underneath your ear. Just finding that favorite side. Curling up into that little ball, taking your time. A fetal position is almost as important as your final Shavasana. This is your interim, your in-between. You're moving from your physical practice, taking a moment to honor the end of that, and slowly acknowledging that you're moving into the rest of your day or your night. Take another breath, and if you feel comfortable in your Shavasana or your fetal position, stay there. If you're ready to move on, gently press yourself up to a comfortable seated position anywhere on your mat. Your eyes can stay closed or your gaze can stay heavy, or you can stay exactly where you are right there on your mat. Bringing this back to the spiritual AF card I drew earlier, that the universe is your sugar daddy. The universe already has everything you need, and you just need to start calling it in. Start calling your abundance in, start calling in that vibe of being the universe's arm candy. So know how fucking dope you are and know that anything you want is already out there. Just start telling yourself you already have it and you will. Wherever you are, if you're seated, inhale, reach your arms up, take a big breath in. Palms connect, exhale, draw your hands to heart center. Take another breath. If you're in Shavasana, if you're seated, or if you're in fetal position, just take a big breath in. If you're seated, exhale, fold forward, just a little slight bow, just to honor the effort we put in today and to know that the universe is your fucking sugar daddy and you are arm candy. So namaste. Thank you so much for coming to practice. Thank you for taking time out for yourself. If you are comfortable in whatever this is called, your final Shavasana, you're fine. Otherwise, take care of yourself, drink lots of water, and this will be up if you want to practice with it again. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a really great night. Thank you so much for coming. Proud of you guys both. That's a hard flow. So really proud of you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.